Hey everybody, welcome back to BigRedEDC. Well, I hope you got a chuckle from the title of this video, but the whole reason why I wanted to make it is because I've been hearing the term self-defense knife or self-defense blade being used in reference to, people's EDCs every once in a while. And I hear it, but what I hear and what turns into my head is a bit of concern, actually. What you see in front of you are quote unquote tactical knives, right? There's nothing tactical about these knives. The tactical ability of this knife comes from the person or individual using it. That's where the tactical aspect of anything really comes from. It comes from the individual that has received hours and hours of training to be able to employ said knife in a tactical situation or in a tactical way. Now, I have to explain probably the term pool hall ninja, because I'm sure some of you probably know, but there's probably quite a few out there that don't. And the pool hall ninja is, when you're somewhere, in a bar or in an actual pool hall where they play billiards and 8-ball and all that good stuff. You don't see too many of those around anymore. But anyway, when you see those guys playing pool and he's sitting there twirling the cue stick, probably 95% of the time he just learned how to twirl the pool cue just to kind of look cool. And we always used to call those guys pool hall ninjas. And it's definitely not a compliment by any means. But what do I mean by using your EDC? Don't be a pool hall ninja. Unless you have went through those hours of hand-to-hand combat, whether you be police, military, martial arts, definitely. Unless you've been through that training, you don't have a self-defense knife in your pocket. You've got a package opener, a letter opener, a box cutter. That's what you have in your pocket. Now, that being said, anything can be used in self-defense as a last resort, of course, without question. But without that training, your knife's a tool. And, well, without some training there, it's probably not even a very good tool. But, pretty much anybody can use a knife to open a package or something like that. But it's a tool. Screwdriver, hammer, knife, they're tools. And in an absolute last resort, yeah, you could use any of those things as a self-defense. As a self-defense mechanism. But if you leave the house with the idea that knife in your pocket is a self-defense weapon, and you haven't had that training, you're probably mistaken. And should that ever arise, you're probably going to get it taken from you. You're probably going to become well ventilated. And your family's going to be really, really, really unhappy when they come visit you in the hospital or possibly even the morgue. It's a complete false line of thinking, guys. Now, I know back when Nellie and I were doing Nellie's knife search, I know at one point I said, in an absolute last resort, she could use it as self-defense. People went absolutely haywire about that. Self-defense. You're right. It's not. You should not use a knife for self-defense, in my opinion. Should not. That should not be your primary. If that's all you have, your feet are your best self-defense weapon. Get yourself out of this situation, because if you haven't been trained, you have to be in way too close quarters. And if you do not have that training, you're probably gonna be sorry. When I leave my house, do I have a self-defense knife in my pocket? Nope. I got a letter opener. If I'm going to work, I have a rope cutter. That's what I have. You know, it's kind of concerned me that I've been hearing it more and more often. And, you know, as a matter of fact, I just heard it today. And I heard it from someone that, you know, has probably taken, well, I know he has taken martial arts and has been trained and stuff like that. Okay, I get that. But without that specialized training, guys, you don't have a self-defense weapon in your pocket. You've got a box cutter. You've got a tool. And as an absolute last resort, I use that even after I used my feet. You know, if I just could not get away, well then, yeah, maybe. Okay. But to leave the house with that sole mindset, yeah, you're pretty much being a pool hall ninja. And it might look cool, but you know what? 9 times out of 10, it's going to turn around and bite you. So, you know what? I just felt like I had to make this video. I don't know. We'll see. It'd be interesting to hear what you guys think about this. And I know, I'm sure I'll get some comments in the, you know, like, well, yes, it can. You're right, it can be. I agree with you if you have the proper training. Without question. Without that training, no, not even remotely. You're going to get yourself in more trouble than you ever thought of. Same thing with firearm. If you're carrying a firearm and you haven't been trained on how to use it and, you know, put many, many hours at the range, you're probably going to hurt yourself more than anything. So, all right, guys. I don't know. Just kind of had to get that off my chest. I hope you enjoyed it. Agree, disagree, whatever. It's all good. Hope you all have a great day, and I'll talk to you later. Remember, like, subscribe, leave me that comment. I love talking to you, and I'd love to hear what you think about this subject. Have a good one, guys. Bye-bye.